Hi, I'm Harrison White from Virtual Accountant, and it is March. How do I know that you're watching this in March? Well, it's in the title of the video. March is a stressful time. The CRA has given you a few months after year end to sort everything out, but now they finally want some information and they probably want some money from you. A lot of small business owners that I've talked to find a lot of stress in not knowing exactly when things are due. So today I just want to go over all of the most common deadlines and due dates that are coming up in March. So the biggest deadline is at the end of March, the corporate tax balance is due. And you might be thinking, the corporate taxes aren't due for another few months. Aren't they due 6 months after year end? If you thought that, then you would be right. However, CRA doesn't want to wait 6 months to get any of the money from you. So what they do is they make the actual balance due from the return 3 months after year end. What that means is even if you haven't completed your return, if you haven't sorted everything out, you're still going to have to pay the money that you're going to owe on your return. So the best solution? Well, that's to actually just do the return. File it, figure out how much you owe, and pay it. But if you can't do that at this point, you just don't really have everything all sorted out, then the next best option is to just figure out an estimate of what you should owe, and then give that to CRA. Potentially giving a bit extra just to make sure. Note that if you're a larger corporation, so you weren't eligible for the small business deduction, then your return was actually due at the end of February. So you should probably get on that one. Another thing that the CRA is going to want from you is a quarterly tax installment for the next year. And that's calculated based on what you owed for the previous year. So once you're finished this year's tax return, most tax software is going to tell you how much you're going to owe in installments for the following year. So you have to budget in that extra little bit of payment for next year. One thing that's going to be due this month and every month is payroll remittances. So if you pay salary to employees, you're going to have to pay payroll remittances on the 15th of the month for the month previous to that. So any salaries that were paid in February, you're going to have to remit the deductions in March. And the final big tax task is the HST return. So for annual filers, that's due at the end of March for the entire previous year. And this is going to be the HST return and also whatever balance you owe on that. Note that if you're a monthly filer, then your February HST return is going to be due at the end of March as well. So that's it for the most common tax due dates in March. If you have any questions or think you might need any assistance, feel free to contact Virtual Accountant and see how we can help. Otherwise, I hope this video was helpful and good luck for the rest of the month. I'm Harrison White from Virtual Accountant. Thanks.